Ah, there it is. We'll begin starting in just a second. So enjoy the Cyberpunk 2077 score. This is the opening track, which I think is just titled V, if I remember right. Great score. Great soundtrack. Alright, I guess we'll just go ahead and start. I was like, is there anything else I gotta do? And the answer was no. No for once. I'm just ready to start talking. So we'll go ahead and unpack the books here from my Totoro bag. Totoro! He's my neighbor. Oh yeah, and we got the little pre-order slip too. Let's see, where's my receipt? There's my receipt. There's 2 receipts. Where that other one came from. And then we got the books. Yeah, I actually really like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I think it's a swell game, you know? I just think it's neat. To quote Marge Simpson, I just think it's neat. It is! Like, it's a fun little game. I bought it for $19.99. It was half off after Christmas. Once upon a time. And that was pretty fun. I got a good, I don't know, probably 20 hours of playing out of that game. I still got the cart somewhere. Huh. Shotman actually has the wrong name on my account, I just noticed. That's okay. That's okay. My little envelope of receipts is getting pretty thick. THICC, baby. Let's actually start off by looking at the pre-order stuff. Let's see if there's anything in here that even looks remotely interesting. Where's my, pen? Well, I can't find the pen I wanted. But, what? In the butt. What? I mean, right. Oh, you got this little pen, so, well, let's just look. Nope. Why? Nope. 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 The Wig Absolute nope. 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 Wow, this is not going so great. Nope. Why? Nope. 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 Why? That, actually, and Nocenti, that actually might be pretty good. What if Galactus transformed Rogue? When a young Rogue uses her mutant power to absorb the Silver Soul's cosmic power, the entire course of her storied history changed forever. Now the rebellious mutant has been blessed with unimaginable power, but also the burden of serving Galactus' new herald. That could be fun. Why? Why? It's a cool title, but I don't see who made it listed here, so probably not. If I'm going to read a Mignola book, I want to read one he drew. Nope. Nope. No. I didn't even make it through that whole section. I got to the point where it was like, a touring company is blah blah, and I'm just like, nope, we're out. Nope, nope, nope. Cool name, Blood Train. You lost me here, though. 20 Days meets the Ruins. I have no idea what the Ruins is. Death of Copra. I think it's an ongoing thing, isn't it? Like, isn't that a whole series of books, Copra? Lucky Devils. Nope. Yeah, my shopman was kind of into this, but I don't think I will be. I don't care for Charles Soule too much. Petrol Girl Oz. Nope, nope. Nope. This is an 80s cartoon, isn't it? Huh. Well, you know that Rogue book? It's a what if, so it's a one-shot. Hey, Vinge, I ain't gotta have to think too much about it. Anyway, that's the stuff that I could pre-order for January. Let's actually get into looking at books here. So, in case you couldn't tell from that being a Graham Cracker Comics pre-order slip, it says Graham Cracker's up there. I buy my comic books at Graham Cracker Comics. And when you go in there on a Wednesday, live analysis, I mean, we're doing that thing I do on New Comic Book Day, where I look at the books I picked up for today. We're about to look at the free stuff, because when you go to Graham Crackers, you get 3 books for free out of the $1 bin, which used to be the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin. I got other X-Mutant books, but I don't think I have any from Eternity Comics. The ones I have are all from Malibu. So I'm not sure if this is like even the same thing as the Malibu ones. I mean, it does kind of look similar because it's a world full of mutants. But no, I don't think this is related at all, is it? Oh no, that looks like the characters from the other comics. Okay, so maybe this is the same series. It's just from a different publisher with a very different looking artist and art style. And this definitely looks like a mid-80s independent book. The slick black and white line art. I've been pretty good. Like, I could complain, but I think that's true for everybody, right? We could all complain about something. You know, it just depends on how we're feeling that day. I just heard the fan in my computer buzzing. I guess not. Oh wow, yeah. And some of this line art looks pretty good. Now, the characters are a little thin and the faces are not so great, but I like the way these mutant dudes look. This guy looks cool. He's got this awesome mask on. And when we were over here in one of the earlier pages, there's like that three-eyed dude somewhere, yeah. Like this dude, he looked pretty dope. Wait, is he like... Oh, he's like psychic or something? Remembering the stories his father told him of the first atomic explosions. The accidental and deliberate exposures. The changes. First disease, then other subtler differences. Finally war when everything should have died and everything human did. He remembers the survivors. Partly immune to the radiation because he reasoned. Tolerance to previous slight exposures, but changed forever. Oh! It should have an 80s vibe. It's from 1984 or something. Where's the credits? 86. So yeah, this was, that was like the peak of, the 80s indie comics boom. A lot of people were doing black and white books, just like this, at very high price points. $1.80 in 1986 dollars would be like $7 or something now. So, kind of pricey. I mean, even by modern comic book standards, which are like $5, that's pretty expensive. But in the 80s, they had just opened up comic book stores. Like, those didn't exist until the early 80s. And so a lot of little publishers sprang up, and a lot of people were pushing out independent books at premium price points, and people just ate it up. Hey, Ninja Weasel. Oh, there's definitely, like, Japanese anime influence in a lot of this stuff. Those ideas were percolating back and forth, especially in the 80s. You may remember the ninja crime wave of the 80s. You know, they even kidnapped President Ronnie, and you had to be a bad enough dude to rescue him. Bro, I just picked up this book. It's X-Men 2099 here, number 5. And it's got a flip-out back, okay? But the flip-out back is just advertisements. What on earth? So on one side we got ads for like Marvel stuff, and on the other we got an ad for getting X-Men video cassettes and stuff at Pizza Hut, which I did, by the way. I probably have those VHS tapes still. I got the card somewhere. And there's I think I got a poster just like that too. And then Eternal Champions. Who remembers that game on Genesis? I never played it, but I remember reading reviews and people were like, "Oh, this is the best ever." Let's flip through X-Men 2099. Like, I don't really remember that. Wow. Okay, I'm already sold. Like, we just randomly flipped open and frickin' Heimdall is here. I should just, like, send this book to Ninja Weasel right now. Dude, so Heimdall has got to wreck this horrifying red mutant thing? Why is Heimdall kind of looking like Loki, too? Oh, was Heimdall actually Loki? Is that why? Because that sure looks like Loki to me. It occurs to me, I don't remember the names of any of the 2099 X-Men characters. Oh no, Heimdall got blinded. Bro. Eternal Champions on your age with that one? Yeah, well, I do that all the time. Everybody here knows that, you know, I'm older than the rotary phone. Me and Ninja Weasel back in Nam. This is all a joke, by the way, if you don't know. We're not quite that old. It just feels like it. The third book I got is this really beat up Warlock and the Infinity Watch. I didn't already own this one, even though it's in kind of rough shape. Like, it was free, so the price is definitely right. I'm a sucker for Marvel, like, he did look like Loki with the horns and all that. God, I forget how much lag YouTube has. Like, I tell YouTube, very low latency, and then it puts in like 10 seconds of lag anyway. I don't get it. I don't get it. Twitch is not like this. Twitch is like 2 seconds of lag. But, yeah, I'm a sucker for all this Marvel cosmic stuff that Jim Starlin started. And so I'm slowly like filling out my Warlock in the Infinity Watch books. I got like the Infinity Gauntlet, all 6 issues. I think I got the Crusade and the whatever the third one was. Plus I got like a lot of the later material. I'm missing a lot of the stuff from the 2000s that he did, like the War of Kings and all that. I don't own any of that material, but that's okay. That stuff like War of Kings and the Guardians of the Galaxy books from around that time, like 2008, 2010, a lot of that was created by Dan Abnett, who's probably more famous for writing Warhammer 40k books. But that stuff is all super compelling and very, very fun. There's some absolutely crazy stuff in there too. Hold on. YouTube sure does like to troll us. Like when the Cancerverse, which I'm not even going to try to explain, invades... That's it? That's the best picture you're going to give me? Oh my god, go away, pop over. Okay, here we go. So like some of that stuff that's really crazy that I enjoy is like when the Cancerverse invades the Marvel universe, and it's a universe where death died, so nothing can die there. You get crazy stuff like this, where the people that live there, which basically that's a world of Cthulhu, enslaved Galactus and turned him into a giant war machine. And so, you know, it's just crazy train, man. Yeah, there we go. That's the picture I actually wanted. Regular Galactus, Galactus engine. And this thing is eating like celestials, like they're candy. Like, it's just completely ridiculous and over the top. Some of the most fun I've had reading Marvel books in this century, right there. Kind of in the same vein, Cosmic Punisher, or whatever that series was actually titled, I don't remember. Which is all about the Punisher, or not Cosmic Ghost Rider, where it's Frank Castle turned into the Ghost Rider, and he's like the Herald of Galactus and stuff like that. That's just all really fun. Or it's actually the Herald of Thanos, and they're fighting Galactus because they're the only things left alive in the universe. It's crazy and stupid and a lot of fun. This book, I'm not so sure about. I mean, it's just going to be two super strong guys wailing on each other, it looks like. So I'm not sure how interesting that's going to be. That is not why you pick up an Adam Warlock book. You usually pick it up for Adam Warlock being thoughtful about things. But who knows? It could be fun. And hey, Palladium books, man. I don't really like the Palladium game system that much, but I do like that all these different things can all like interplay with each other. Like, you could take a character from that you made in Robotech with his Robotech mecha and throw him in a game full of Ninja Turtles, and the mechanics would all work out. This is kind of fun stuff. You know, that was the 80s and the early 90s, man. Life was good. Like, things were uninhibited. You could go. Things were going. Things were growing. I don't know so much about 2024 or 2020 or 2008 or 2001, but man, I don't know. Things seem to be full of lots of possibilities, and then we decided to get real weird as the 90s went on. I blame heroin chic in the early 90s, okay? Like, that fashion trend for fashion models and stuff, to have the sunken cheeks and all that, I think that threw us into a death spiral, and it was only made worse when Harambe got killed, and we're all living with the consequences of those two terrible decisions. Yeah, the good old days. I don't know, I'm trying not to be too nostalgic. So that was it for the free stuff. 3 books for free. And then I bought 3 books. I need to catch up on Black Cloak, man. I haven't, since they came back from their hiatus, I haven't read any of this stuff. So the original, like, run was Elven CSI. Arcade still exists. You know, actually, arcades are having like a little bit of a golden age right now. There are several here in my city that I have been to, and they're pretty cool. Of course, nowadays they call them like barcades, because they all have bars in them for people that like to drink and play video games. No, I didn't want to click on that. Arcade. Yeah, I too blame the McRib sauce, man. This one here in town is pretty cool. I've been there on my own, and I took my nephew there one time, and we had a good time, man. I whooped his butt at air hockey. Which I'm still undefeated in air hockey against him. Keep my fingers crossed. But Black Cloak was like, what if fairies and elves and stuff all lived in a city with a bunch of other stuff, and we had a CSI department? And then it turned into like a political intrigue thriller, and was just really kind of weirdly compelling. It's also got an art style that I don't think I've seen in any other artist do. Like, there are lines, and then there's like outlines around those lines, and oh yeah, the Geeks Mania arcade's not run down. There's another one downtown. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head that I've been to, and it's maybe a little more run down looking in the actual arcade, but also the Galloping Ghost in Chicago. I've been to that arcade. That place probably has more machines in it per square foot than any other arcade I've been in. I played all kinds of crazy stuff in there. Of course, I played like the stuff that I really like the X-Men machine, the Avengers arcade cabinet, but also played some weird stuff I'd never heard of before, like Super Baseball Batman, where you're this guy with a baseball bat and you're beating the crap out of everybody just to beat them up, but very fun. Oh, and I remember playing Dig Dug in there too. I like Dig Dug, but I am terrible at that game. So yeah, Black Cloak, like the art style, is pretty unique among comic books. I might have seen a webcomic that looks like this at some point, but I've never seen a comic book other than this one that looks this way. So it should be an interesting read when I get around to it. Like, I'm just behind on reading. I've got 200 comic books in the floor here that I have not read. There's probably plenty more I haven't read scattered around the room. Speaking of stuff I haven't read, got Geiger, issue number 8. The first couple issues of the relaunch here were a lot of fun. Looks like Mr. Geiger is going to be screwing around with all the leaders of the post-apocalyptic Las Vegas. So this looks like the same gathering that was in one of the side books, where it's like that guy's from Caesar's Palace and so on. In fact, this might be in the past, because I think that's the main antagonist from the first series' mother. The king of Camelot? Yeah, I think the casino was Camelot. That looks like his mother. This guy is no doubt from New York, New York. Like, it's fun. So post-apocalyptic wasteland craziness with a radioactive guy, and it looks like our heroes are probably thinking about having a safari to hunt Mr. Geiger, who normally isn't glowing. When he takes these radioactive control rods out of him, the radiation goes crazy, and he starts glowing. One of the fun things about all these books from Ghost Machine here that are written by Jeff Johns, Actually, I take it back. This is not Brad Anderson's colors. I'm looking at this now. I was going to say all these books are colored by Brad Anderson, but this one isn't colored by Brad Anderson. Who's this colored by? His colors have a different cast to them than this. John Kalisz. Okay. Kalisz? Not sure how to pronounce the SZ. So anyway, our hero Geiger is he's like, you know, I don't want any trouble, just leave me alone, and he ends up getting pulled into trouble and having to save people because he decides it's his responsibility or whatever. Like in the first series, he saved some kids and he fought a robot and all kinds of crazy stuff. In this one, he was buddy copying with can I find the Nuclear Knight guy? Yeah, this guy who's one of the Evil King's former henchmen. He's a Nuclear Knight. And so they kind of had like a Sancho Panza, Don Quixote kind of thing going on, which was really amusing. But I'm like 6 issues behind. Which is not the place you want to be when you're trying to keep up with books, you know? Let me put my drink up here. What is that other arcade in town called? Because there's Geeks Mania. And then it's downtown by the canal between the lakes. Aftershock! That's it. That's the other one I've been to. So Geeks Mania is like you pay a cover charge and it's infinite play. At Aftershock, that's not how they roll. You actually got to drop quarters. Well, tokens. But, you know, you go in there, you spend $10 for an hour. You go to the other place, you spend $15 for an hour. Kind of works out the same. Yeah, this is their main bar. They used to have 2 bars. One that had booze and I guess one that didn't. But they got a lot of nice machines in there. can see where they're located at. Just they're on the far side of downtown from here. Farther away than the other one. We got pictures of the game room? Oh no, did the music stop? Oh, there it goes. Whew! Crisis on... I played their Time Crisis machine. It was in really good shape. Yeah, there it is on the list. I played the heck out of that. I love Time Crisis 2 specifically, but Time Crisis is pretty good too. In fact, one of the things I miss about having a old school CRT television is that I can no longer play Time Crisis 2 on my Dreamcast. Like, I miss that. I really like that game. I beat the heck out of it. They got a lot of nice cabinets in there. They got some pinball machines, but I haven't really played their pinball stuff. I've played the pinball machines in the other arcade, Geeks Mania, but not here in Aftershock. I'm too bad at pinball. I'll just be honest. I am way too bad at pinball to go do that. Hey, you mean I could go in on my birthday? Huh. I'll have to remember that for next year. Especially if my nephew and niece come up to visit during the summer again. Okay. Anyway, we got one more comic book to look at, and then we will wrap up the stream. Because it's New Comic Book Day, which means the streams tend to be short. Because, you know, mostly I stream on Twitch. But I still do this here because YouTube is where my comic book stuff lives. So I haven't read Azure Part 1. So I haven't read the issue right before this in House of Slaughter. If you don't know, House of Slaughter is a spin-off of Something is Killing the Children, which we got an issue of right here. Looks like we got maybe the same artist on the interior. Let's see, is it really De La Dera's art? Yeah, sure looks like it. These books, when this is the artist, were the De La Dera, have this really weird quality to them, which is hard to describe. Sometimes it doesn't look good, but then sometimes dude is like, how would you like a horrifying monster drawn in this weird dreamy look? And then you get the monster, and it's just like, what am I looking at? This looks awesome. When these books are leaning into being horror stories, they're really great. When they go into something other than horror, they're not so great. So, this is from last week. I think I already did a review of it on YouTube. But this week, House of Slaughter. So this one's titled Azure, or Azure. It's probably about a blue mask, which is why this guy's standing there. Their organizations like split up into different groups that do different things. The white masks like are pack hunters. The black masks are solo hunters. The blue masks and red masks have like administrative functions or something. I don't really remember all their societal stuff. Oh yeah, this little kid, he had a whole little run of like 5 issues about him killing a monster. He's got no hands. So he had to do all that crap fighting a monster and stuff, just with his feet. Dude is crazy. This looks like one of those issues where I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna be bored to tears, because this looks like it's all politic crap inside of their secret organization and nothing with a monster at all. Okay, that's kind of cool. That is very cool. That guy's like opening an extra eye up on his cheek or something. What am I looking at here? Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. Interesting. Yeah, that looks like I'm going to be bored to tears in that issue. But that happens. Like every other issue of Something's Killing the Children or House of Slaughter, I end up being bored. And I think I should stop reading this. And then the next issue just pulls me right back in. It just grabs me and yoink. And I get sucked into it. It's a cool cover though. I like that. That would make a great movie poster for a scary movie. You could put like Watcher or something up there, you know? Actually, that reminds me of one of the Slender Man projects that people made back like 10 years ago. I'm blanking on the name. It was the one where the main character was named Noah. He was like down in Florida. It makes me think of that. Because that is totally the kind of stuff he would do. Like, I think this is a mix. This might be a mixed media piece with the photo in the background that they digitally treated, and that totally reminds me of something he would have done. All right, that well, we hit 30 minutes, so we're right on time. Look at that. We ran exactly as long as I thought we were going to run, so that's cool. Venge, Ninja Woozle, thank you guys for being here. YouTube, Mr. Nintendo, aka I know who you actually are. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Don't drink the McRib sauce. That's a mistake. All right, don't do it. We had this discussion on Discord. It's probably not healthy for you to just chug the gallon. So please don't give yourself diabetes from the McRib sauce. Otherwise, guys, I'm going to get out of here. And I will probably pop over to Twitch in a little bit. I actually have to rehang the curtain in front of my window here. It has decided to commit suicide or something, and I can't get it to stay back in place. So, you know, curtain rod betrayals, it happens. I'm going to screw around with that. And then I'll probably go stream on Twitch. You all take care of yourselves and have a great one. We're going to do that thing where I do the thumbs up and I mute my microphone and we just chill out for like 20 seconds. That way I can read all of your beautiful chats over on the side. Take care of yourselves. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.